Welcome to Fun and Games Side Quests. Every episode is a different host sharing a video game they love and why they love it.
Hello there. I'm Michael, one half of the Bits of Time podcast, where we ask the simple question if a video game is worth your time, among some other little fun stuff. It's mainly my older brother and I asking each other questions and getting to the root of why I finished a game or why Larry stopped, or vice versa. I think some good jumping in episodes would be Opus Echo a Star Song for an underrated gem and a really interesting conversation about pushing oneself through the beginning hours of a game when it's not clicking and then finding my way to the end and really enjoying that game. So that's a very interesting conversation. Also, I'd recommend checking out Halo Reach for all of you Halo heads out there. Discussing the best levels, it was just a blast. And lastly, Planet of Lana. Go play that game and then listen to that episode. You will not be disappointed with that one. And we're going to transfer over to the game of this episode, which is Kind Words. This is one of those strange titles where it's not really a game, it's just basically a collection of activities you do, and the whole premise of this is writing letters to strangers. I've never experienced anything quite like this. I played this game in September of 2020, and it combines a couple things I like. I like to write, and I like to connect with people. Kind Words lets me do that while listening to some lo-fi beats. So there's a couple things you can do, but the main premise is writing letters. On the menu screen, there's this little button that says View Requests, and this you can cycle through letters that people have written out there that need a response. And these are real people, so you can either reply to these requests or move on to another one. Back when I first played in 2020, people were asking about anxiety, what to do with their time, how the world is changing. There might be video game recommendations. There might be people struggling with relationships, or they want to go on a date with somebody, don't know how to communicate that. It runs the gambit. So when you decide to reply to any of these letters, the maximum amount of lines you can respond with is 14. So that goes by really quickly. So you have to be pretty succinct in your responses. And the little collectathon gameplay element is you can attach a sticker to every single reply or letter you send out. This might be a little astronaut, maybe a cute little fish, or maybe it's a zombie head. And when the person responds with a thank you, they might include a different sticker so you can add it to your collection, and then you can send that out to somebody else when you do another letter. These stickers also can be used in your room to decorate. So I have a little astronaut guy on my desk where I write my letters. And currently there are 5 different layouts, so rooms you can switch to, which swaps the color palette and kind of the design of the room. And each one of those also comes with a different set of stickers. I've almost collected all the stickers from Volume 1 and 2, but I haven't logged in a little bit. I logged in before I recorded this, and they have added, 2 more volumes since I last logged in. And I got a new sticker from one of those, so that's fun. Now, this room that you're in is floating in this ethereal space, we'll call it. And if you're not writing a letter and you're just sitting there, your person's either laying on the bed or you're sitting in their chair, there will sometimes be letters that are flying by. And you can click on these letters and either respond to them or keep them in your collection so you can add favorites. Now, this is all human input, right? So there's the typical chain letters that you might discover, like, hey, pass this on. That's kind of boring. But I've seen some wonderful people that send out a daily haiku or a quote that they really love. Or just some nameless person out there sending out a letter saying, you know what? You're worth it. I hope you have a good day. Man, it's such a simple concept, but the feeling you get about opening a letter from somebody you don't know, them giving you a compliment, or them giving you some inspiration for something, hits on a level that not a lot of games can do. Obviously, this is a lot more apparent when you're actually filling out the requests from other individuals. For example, I just logged into the game and I've saw a request for a letter I haven't seen yet today, and it says this. People who moved out of America. Did it make you happier? What was hard? Was it worth it? And it's just simply signed the letter E. I'm going to go with this as Edward. So I could either hit next, reply, or see a previous letter, but I'm going to cycle through the next and find another one for you in real time. So this one, I just did about 3 clicks. How do you truly know if someone is interested in you, dating-wise nowadays? I tend to either overthink or just realize until it's too late. I'm simply curious to know. J. So it runs the gambits of what people are looking for in this moment, and it changes every single day that I've logged in. So this quote-unquote game is about helping people or connecting with people, while also just chilling out to some pretty vibing music. Looking at one of my rooms, I put a little frog on a stool, and he is pretty adorable. So this game came out in 2019, and from the Steam update, it looks like that over 1 million letters have been sent out. So that's pretty freaking cool. And so much support has been happening that they're actually making a sequel to this game. And that's going to be Kind Words 2, Lo-Fi City Pop. And there's just going to be more ways to chat with people, more customization. So that's fun that this game is doing actually really well. So if you gravitate towards interesting indie games, I think this is worth checking out, even though it's not very gameplay focused. So go out there and spread the love, the joy, and help people out that are struggling. The smallest gesture or just being seen can go a long ways. And I think that's exactly what Kind Words excels at. Happy gaming.
This is We Burlesque.
Hi, this is Victor Vaughn, and I run the We Burlesque Podcast Network. I am currently in my
7th
season of the We Burlesque Podcast, which began, so many episodes ago, and I've been so delighted and intrigued to learn about our colleagues and our friends in the industry. So if you enjoy being a wallflower in the dressing room and hearing all about what we do, why we do it, and what's left to do, please go to Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Google, Libsyn, and probably some other ones I don't even know about. Oh, we're on Audible now. How neat is that? We're on frickin' Audible. So go to your platform of choice, hit subscribe when you find We Burlesque. That's WEBURLESQUE. I should know how to spell if I know. So, or you can go to WeBurlesquePodcast.com. That's all one word. That's WEBURLESQUEPODCAST.com. Yeah, that should do it. Or on Instagram at WEBURLESQUE. That's it. Hi. So, anyway, be well, be safe, and let's talk.
CPOV. CertainPOV.com.